G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a Bloodied Gauss shotgun with VATS criticals doing 50% more damage and 15% faster reload. We've also got the prime receiver on this for good measure. I was considering chucking on the receivers that would increase your critical shot damage, but I think this thing, having most of its damage come from the explosions of its projectiles, I don't think that crit damage will actually do very much in the end. We've got the same sort of setup as last time: extended barrel, a line stock, and a reflex sight. The latter two there I mentioned were for VATS. We've got a perforating magazine to give me a little bit of armor penetration, like it's gonna matter. And unfortunately we can't paint this thing black because you can't access your Atom Store items on the PTS, but that's what I would have painted it like, just like my wagon, my SS Commodore. It's got a V8 in it. Let's chuck on some perks, and this time we'll remember a big one. A big multiplicative one even. So we'll chuck on the shotgunner perks. You notice we've got scatter shot there. No room for bandolier anymore because I can craft ammo at will. Not a problem. And now let's get demo expert. That's good. We've got critical savvy, better criticals, ricochet for a little bit of defense. We've also got evasive here. Gunfu is there as well, enforcer for crippling limbs. And then when we get a killing spree going on, adrenaline will increase our damage. And with all of those together, we've also got tenderizer and a bunch of these things. That might not be super useful. That might be hindrance too. But once we apply all those perks, 613 damage, which is pretty massive before we even get into Nerd Rage. We've also got that, which can deal a lot of good damage to Scorch beasts these days if you want to use a shotgun on that. Skeet shooter, tighten up the spread, fireproof, and a dense chest piece to give me a little bit of immunity to my own explosions, which is great. Here is the armor I'm going to be using. It's mostly AP refresh, unyielding stuff, which is great. Let's get into Nerd Rage and see what this 613 turns into. Okay, so here we are on the outside. I'm not starting in the inside today, of the Family Guy recording studio. We've got the Capris and the Road Tripper blouse, I think it's called. That's what the Atom Store item thing that I'm wearing is. I've got a bunch of these, and we've got Nerd Rage going. Note my special at this point is 32. We can improve that further with that. That means we get 34 luck, which means we can go full beast mode. And I'm about to make 1088 damage, by the way. That's our Nerd Rage thing. I'm going to make a pretty controversial claim here. I reckon I'd rather use a Gauss shotgun as compared to, let's say, a plasma flamer of the Enclave variety. I think the Gauss shotgun is a better weapon. The Gauss shotgun is a better weapon than the Enclave plasma flamer. And I'm going to show you why. Because I don't have to get into pissing distance on these guys to actually kill them. I don't even have to hit them to kill them. I can hit a 0% shot and they're dead. Note how every single shot that I'm getting is fairly high on the accuracy, unless I am getting reloading or anything. I'm going to pop a stim pack here just to be safe. Got Gunfu active now. And yeah, you can really extend your range out a little bit thanks to all of my beautiful perception points in here. And this thing's fairly acceptable range. Despite being a shotgun, range 120 is a little bit more than you'd expect. And we've got full adrenaline now doing 1257 damage. Very good. This is like pre-damage nerf days, but you got to use a Gauss shotgun, which if you want to get, you got to grind like 35 or so days. It's some crazy number like that of just doing the same thing for Ward every day. If you want to push yourself a little bit more in that direction, you can do the Wastelanders quest for the Settlers and give them all of the loot from that when you finally get into the vault. Everyone probably already knows that by now, so that information is probably redundant, but we can go inside now and we shall. Okay, so here we are inside the Family Guy recording studio, and apparently, I don't know where I'm going with this. There's super mutants in it. What are they doing here, right? Who even knows? So what we'll do is we'll continue just to shoot them in VATS. Probably don't need to worry about that too much, but a one-shot kill, very, very common. I've also swapped Ricochet out for Serendipity because a 45% chance to survive any incoming damage is better than an 18% chance to stop a bullet and send it flying back at them. So yeah, that could have ended up... Yeah, I did the stupid thing. That's okay. But basically we're playing press Q and then press mouse button 1 and instant win. Also, I'm jacked up with super stim packs at the moment, so if I get myself into a big slugging match, I've got heals for days, basically. Days, not too long, but for days, because it takes me so little time to actually kill my enemies, which is good. Just one of these weapons that is phenomenally powerful, which is great. It's nice to have these weapons in this game. You can just go beast mode on and just turn your brain off and let the XP roll in. Speaking of XP rolling in, we're going to get double XP very, very soon. So if you want to shell out to Bethesda and buy things, nice wall hacks, you can go and do that fairly soon. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. And if you want to desperately catch up, that crippled my head somehow. He bit my knee and it crippled my face. That's weird. Anyways, I think you get the point against these super mutants. I could go in there and clean up some more, but let's go and fight some ghouls instead. Alright, hoping to get some good little gun fu procs here. This should be pretty easy, provided we don't have anything coming out of us out the ordinary. There's that guy. We'll just shoot him. Got a crit loaded. Every other shot is a critical, which means it's going to be... We're basically aimbotting at this point. There's another one. We'll take him out without even vatsing him. Just smashing the Q button into atoms here, activating VATS every shot. We had that one for a second, but broke the lock as soon as I saw it. Really no issue here. Can even just stand still whilst reloading. That's how effective this thing is at crushing everything. Don't know if this is intended. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it isn't, and they might come around and nerf this one day, because clearly something's a little bit off. But for the moment, this thing is a weapon worth having, and a weapon that I reckon is better than an Enclave Plasma Flamer, because you can do much better damage at much better ranges. Probably won't be soloing Earl with it because it doesn't have the ammo capacity, at least as fast, but who cares about that when you've got a bunch of other people already using and flogging plasma flamers to actually do it, you know? Old Mendigo got stuck in the wall. It's, I got nothing I could add to that. It's just what happened. Sometimes they just get stuck in the wall, and we'll move on to the next ones. Of course, with the Gauss shotguns being so good and also utilized with Grenadier, I think I might have to take another look at Gauss miniguns to see if they're actually usable now against the Scorch Beast Queen, because that was one of their major downfalls, is they were pretty fucking useless against the biggest boss in the game. Hopefully we could actually do better damage to them now. You'd much rather use just a basic Gatling Plasma instead. And we got the alarm going on. Full adrenaline, we'll run into Swan, and we're going to spam some shots on him just to see what TTK we can get. Also, another thing I want to check out maybe is plasma casters on this 34 luck tuned build, so I can crit every other shot with a calibrated capacitor on it to do so much crit damage that you wouldn't believe it. Alright, we've got leg shot there. It's probably a 2-shot kill, but the delay made it look like a 3-shot kill. Looks like I'm late to the party. I'm already hearing crackheads open fire on crabs, so we'll just stick a Gauss shotgun in this firefight. Oh, they're all bloody Scorch too. I think we just one-shotted the Milo King, maybe? Not quite. No, the tough bastards, he's not going to get one-shotted by it. But 2 to 3 shot kill will do the job. Now, we've got Enforcer, so if we want to play with our food here, we can cripple both of the thing's limbs before we get started, which is a good idea, but we'll just do that instead. That'll do. And even got enough AP for a little bit of gunfu against that other crab who was an innocent bystander until I shot him. Alright, here we go. Time to make this thing basically crush the Scorch Beast, because it could really do that before. It kind of struggled, but possibly for no longer here. And there was something else they were attacking. Was it a feral ghoul? Don't know. Hopefully we won't cripple them when they're flying about like that, but it's very possible. If at all possible, I'd like to kill 2 of them before they even reach, or 1 of them before I even, like, spawn that one out the air somehow. Hello? We'll reload. He's getting a bit closer. I think he's seen me now. Come on, man. I don't like waiting. Alright, then. Server lag aside, got him pretty good there. We'll go for some Radex here just in case the Scorch beasts get a little bit cheeky and want to hug me with and kill me with gamma radiation, the bastards. There's our second victim. We'll go for the torso this time. That's a more effective approach. Which means we should be able to pull the Scorch beast out of the hole here. And then he is going to get a full face of 95% Gauss shotgun shots. And we don't even need to use stuff like Formula P to get this going, which is kind of good. And there's a little bit of sniping right there. You just saw that. Good luck hitting a target that far away with a plasma gun. I'm very disappointed that we didn't get that one. Very disappointed. Anyways, regardless of that, we've got some cave crickets. They get one-shotted. That's what you get, what you deserve, you little bastards. Anything else? Nope. So there you have it. Bloodied, lucky with a faster reload. Probably one of the best rolls you could get for a weapon like this, especially if you're speccing for a critical heavy sort of approach, which you should at this point, because that's the only really good way of getting a lot of our damage back after they took it away. Can't really rely on the multipliers anymore, except for the VATS ones, really. I got to assume that they're still multipliers. I could be wrong, but they feel very strong, and usually when something's not an actual proper multiplier, they don't feel as strong. I've cleared out everything, and is there really much to talk about other than that? Get yourself one. I don't think, I mean, it's soon. Minerva's going to be stocking these things soon. Make sure you get them on. You don't even need to be a shotgun spec character. If you've got 5 ranks of the demo expert perk, you can do just fine. And, 5 intelligence, that's a minimum on all characters. So everyone should be able to use this. And, all of the parts you can get from the settlers. So still, maybe if you want to really ream every bit of performance out of this, you'd have to still get the settlers on side so you can buy the attachments for it. But the Gauss shotgun, you can get that and have it functioning very, very soon indeed when Minerva stocks it. It's like 1 or 2 weeks away as of this recording. So yeah, get one and have fun with it, because they're really powerful and I got a feeling that it won't last. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Still better than Plasma Enclave Rifle, don't at me.